Best Napoleon Hill quotes from Think and Grow Rich. 1. What a different story people would have to tell if only they would adopt a definite purpose, and stand by that purpose until it had time to become an all-consuming obsession. Napoleon Hill. 2. I had learned from years of experience with men, that when a man really desires a thing so deeply that he is willing to stake his entire future on a single turn of the wheel in order to get it, he is sure to win. Napoleon Hill. 3. When riches begin to come, they come so quickly, in such great abundance, that one wonders where they have been hiding during all those lean years. Napoleon Hill. 4. Failure is a trickster with a keen sense of irony and cunning. It takes great delight in tripping one up when success is almost within reach. Napoleon Hill. 5. One of the most common causes of failure is the habit of quitting when one is overtaken by temporary defeat. Napoleon Hill. 6. Every great leader, from the dawn of civilization down to the present, was a dreamer. Napoleon Hill. 7. One of the main weaknesses of mankind is the average person's familiarity with the word impossible. Napoleon Hill. 8. Failure comes to those who indifferently allow themselves to become failure conscious. Napoleon Hill. 9. Every person who wins in any undertaking must be willing to burn his ships and cut all sources of retreat. Napoleon Hill. 10. Ideas are the beginning points of all fortunes. Napoleon Hill. 11. If you do not see riches in your imagination, you will never see them in your bank balance. Napoleon Hill. 12. There is one quality one must possess to win, and that is definiteness of purpose, the knowledge of what one wants, and a burning desire to possess it. Napoleon Hill. 13. Every failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent success. Napoleon Hill. 14. Success requires no apologies, failure permits no alibis. Napoleon Hill. 15. The practical dreamers have always been, and always will be, the pattern makers of civilization. Napoleon Hill. 16. No one is ready for a thing until he believes he can acquire it. Napoleon Hill. 17. Every adversity brings with it the seed of an equivalent advantage. Napoleon Hill. 18. Handicaps can be converted into stepping stones on which one may climb towards some worthy goal, unless they are accepted as obstacles and used as alibis. Napoleon Hill. 19. Nothing is impossible to the person who backs desire with enduring faith. Napoleon Hill. 20. Both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. Napoleon Hill. 21. Any impulse of thought which is repeatedly passed on to the subconscious mind is finally accepted and acted upon. Napoleon Hill. 22. Faith is the eternal elixir which gives life, power and action to the impulse of thought. Napoleon Hill. 23. Faith is the only known antidote to failure. Napoleon Hill. 24. Those who are not successful usually make the mistake of believing that the knowledge acquiring period ends when they finish school. Napoleon Hill. 25. Riches begin in the form of thought. The amount is limited only by the person in whose mind the thought is put into motion. Napoleon Hill. 26. Each of us is what we are because of the dominating thoughts we permit to occupy our minds. Napoleon Hill. 27. All impulses of thought have a tendency to clothe themselves in their physical equivalent. Napoleon Hill. 28. There are no limitations to the mind except those we acknowledge. Napoleon Hill. 29. All achievement, no matter its nature or purpose, must begin with an intense, burning desire for something definite. Napoleon Hill. 30. Faith is the starting point of all accumulation of riches. Napoleon Hill. 31. Any person is educated who knows where to get knowledge when needed, and how to organize that knowledge into definite plans of action. Napoleon Hill. 32. The person who stops studying merely because they have finished school is forever hopelessly doomed to mediocrity, no matter what their calling. Napoleon Hill. 33. Where failure is experienced, it is the individual, not the method, which has failed. If you try and fail, make another effort, and still another, until you succeed. Napoleon Hill. 34. If one does not possess persistence, one does not achieve noteworthy success in any calling. Napoleon Hill. 35. Desire is only a thought, an impulse. It is nebulous and ephemeral. It is abstract and of no value until it has been transformed into its physical counterpart. Napoleon Hill. 35. Desire is only a thought, An impulse. It is nebulous and ephemeral. It is abstract and of no value until it has been transformed into its physical counterpart. Napoleon Hill. 36. Our only limitation, within reason, lies in the development and use of our imagination. Napoleon Hill. 37. Success comes to those who become success conscious. Napoleon Hill. 38. No man is limited in the quality, the quantity or the nature of the riches he may acquire, provided he is willing to give adequate value in return. Napoleon Hill. 39. Successful men become successful only because they acquire the habit of thinking in terms of success. Napoleon Hill. 40. Action is the real measure of intelligence. Napoleon Hill. 41. By helping others to find the path, you will find it for yourselves. Napoleon Hill. 42. Withholding anything short of the best service of which one is capable is costly business, a fact which many have learned too late. Napoleon Hill. 43. Positive egos do not grow in negative environments. Napoleon Hill. 44. The dividing line between success and failure is found at the stage where aimless drifting ceases. Napoleon Hill. 45. Study nature's plan and you will discover that every living thing, from the smallest insect to the complicated machinery of a human being, grows and remains healthy only by constant use. Napoleon Hill. 46. You may take full possession of the master key to riches by taking possession of your own mind through the strictest of self-discipline. Napoleon Hill. 47. The man who masters himself through self-discipline never can be mastered by others. Napoleon Hill. 48. You are where you are and what you are because of your habits of thought. Napoleon Hill. 49. A great many years ago I purchased a fine dictionary. The first thing I did with it was to turn to the word impossible, and neatly clip it out of the book. That would not be an unwise thing for you to do. Napoleon Hill. 50. Weak desires bring weak results. Napoleon Hill. Thanks for watching, please subscribe.